minute early. 1 minute
early.
Come sit down.
That's
Come have a seat, Pope. Join us.
All right.
Let's see. Maybe we might need to push it back a little bit.
Don't expect me in.
Here, Austin, will you pull that back a little bit?
Pull what back?
Pull that back just a hair.
What, this?
Yes.
Oh, the
Dude, you're gonna dump it. No, Austin.
We're gonna dump the
Austin,
chair.
the chair. The chair.
The chair's picking a tire.
The chair. Okay, this is great. Perfect. We're gonna wait for few
thank you
people
so
to
much.
jump on. Water. We're getting some water. Here, babe. Come over
In the
here.
desert, it's important to stay hydrated.
No, it's not possible to get me.
I'm sure it is. I'm not squishing myself.
Wait, TJ, sit right here. Make sure we can see you.
You're like, well, yeah, we probably could not be as far back as.
We kind of
we're
need
trying
to.
get stuff at the
All of us. Well, hold on. Sorry, guys. Hold on just a second. Welcome.
And we'll put this guy right
TJ, you
here.
talk because they like you to talk more, they said. They want you on the video more.
You all have this all figured out.
No,
I can't.
no,
I don't even know what to talk about.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You sprung this on
You're
me.
fired. Fired.
Hey, we're
Fired.
doing this. And, okay, sure.
Fired. You're fired.
I'm not a rugged radio expert.
Totally
or
fired.
GMRS or CB or.
What's up, Frankie?
That's what's cool is we're gonna all share the little bit of knowledge we have, and then the haters are just gonna be like
Just gonna fly.
flood the comment. So we gotta say controversial themes like don't use your ham radio with a license.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna have, well, you guys already know this guy right here, but TJ, introduce yourself.
I'm TJ, the other half the Dominator.
And you drive
I guess most of the time I'm the trail guide,
all the time.
mechanic, all that other stuff. I
He
don't
just
know.
teaches me how to mechanic. Pope, say hello.
Hi, I'm Pope. I drive the Misfit, the 2020 Gladiator.
And yeah, you guys, I drive CrushCon. Thanks for joining us tonight, you guys, on our live. What up, Daryl? Thanks for joining us. So we are gonna do a little something, and I wish I could get this to like push back a little bit so you guys could see what's going on here. But we have several different comms, off-road comms in front of us. This one is actually, TJ, help me out. This is one, and let me show you. This particular one I run in my Jeep, guys. Thanks for joining, everybody. And as you can tell, it's really dusty, and I'll tell you all about that in just a moment.
Step back just a hair.
Yeah, so
That
this
means you don't
one
use it, huh?
is this.
We haven't used the CBs in a while now. Step back, baby.
He just said it. We haven't used them in a really long time. I just wiped it down so you guys could see. But this is our Cobra. This is the Cobra. This actually, TJ, tell us a little bit like how you ran this and what it required to run and how this works.
Well, the Cobra, the handheld, most CBs have a box that goes with this. This one does not. It does have a power supply box that this hooks to. We put it in crystals because they're limited on room. So it just has a power supply that the antenna hooks through to. This plugs into it, and then you can control your channels with this and not the actual box like most people do with their
The boxes that come in, I mean, over the years, I feel like TJ, right?
That's the power supply and where the antenna plugs into.
Wow, so this is the box he's talking about, guys. Okay, so I mean, you still have to run an antenna. You still have to run, right? All of your wires. So this will run off of that. A lot of these, I think, if I'm correct, you actually have to tune them, right, Pope? Do you have to have them tuned so they work properly?
You just have to, I think, I'm not sure.
You can have,
Okay.
I think you can have the antennas tuned, but if you want a broad range, it doesn't really work that way. If you want it tuned, they can make it work better for certain channels than others, is what I understood, but that's some guy at the Radio Shack in Moab.
He
I'm
knows everything.
pretty sure he knows his stuff, but I mean, our CVs worked great when we had them.
Is Radio Shack still open?
We just,
I don't think it's Radio Shack
yeah, it's
anymore.
something else now.
What's it called? I don't even
I
know.
don't know.
No, I was a joke.
I can't remember,
They probably
guys.
did. Maybe it
It's
exists.
across the street from McDonald's. There's only one McDonald's. So there you go. This is where I bought that. Keep in
that
mind, the one thing I do love about this one, you guys, is the fact that you like the actual unit itself is what you hold and is what you control. And there is a squelch setting on it, which I do love about this one.
It's kind of important.
Right. But I think the biggest thing for me is I've never been able to really, and I clarify TJ if I'm wrong, but I feel like I've never really had the opportunity to, like, it falls all over the place. Like I have a mount and it falls off. And not just that, but like if I'm getting out of the car, my comm is gone. Like, so if I need to tell somebody something, all of a sudden my communication is in my Jeep, not with me, right? That's kind of a big deal. So that's the one reason this one kind of sits in. It's not that it doesn't work well, it works great. But that's kind of the one big reason that sits in the pocket of my Jeep. I just don't use it.
We kept the CB around because of
Some people do run them.
Well, Red Rock four-wheelers, they still use them along with Moab Friends for Wheeling and a few other groups. So we've always kept them in the Jeep just to have them because we've been doing Jeep Safari since I was a little itty bitty guy.
I have a CB just for Jeep Jamboree and Jeep Safari. Same reason.
Well, there you go. Winter Jamboree, they also use them there. So a lot of the bigger events, like Pope said, they're still using CBs. And I know they're trying to get out of that. I heard word of it, but these other things are kind of expensive and just,
So there's that, guys. So we're gonna move on really quickly now. The next little thing I brought, and hold on, where is it? These are the best of the best. I'm just kidding. Don't get these. These are for toys.
That's totally your screen cap for
Hello.
your preview window.
Yeah, you guys will be pleasantly disappointed if you do this. Who is that? What's up, Casey? Smile. So the next thing we're going to talk about now, Pope, you brought a little something cool to share with everybody.
Yeah, so I brought two
Check this
things. I'll show you a related thing to what we were just talking about. This is a Cobra CB. This is another one of those. This is a handheld. I didn't bring the antenna because I actually have a long.
I can't see Pope.
Let me
Come
see it.
on.
This is what this guy is. So this is from Cobra. It's the 50 WXST. It's pretty cool. You can do weather channels on it. But
How many channels are on it so you can
40
talk?
well, it's
40
like a normal
talking
CB,
channels.
yeah.
Oh,
It's a
nice.
normal CB.
Nice.
It has a long antenna. It runs on batteries or off of your cigarette lighter. But you can also put a portable antenna on the outside of your car. So I
Okay,
have a
yeah.
magnetic one that sits on my rock slider that hooks up to this. So it's like really fun because it's like talking on the phone in the 1900s. But yeah.
The block phone. Here you
Block
go.
phone. There he is, your block cell phone.
Right there.
So this is my favorite of the ones that I have. This is a Baofeng UV5R. This one's actually a knockoff of that, which if you could believe that. And I've actually seen Rugged Radios has an identical radio that's a ham radio that has the exact functionality of this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
When I was wheeling with the company down in Moab, they actually had these in Rugged Radios in their car that were exactly like this.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's
So
cool.
these are ham
That's an
radio.
actual ham, right?
Yeah, so this is actual ham radio.
Cool.
And these are kind of controversial because they don't have an FCC license attached to them. So like your rugged radios that you get have GMRS channels and things on them, they actually have a license that comes with them. This is the same as if you built a ham radio down in your basement and hooked up an antenna to it. effectively. Okay. Now these come from China, so they come configured however China configures them, but you can download like programs and program them, or you can program them yourself. So one of the cool things about
You
it,
can communicate with some of these others then?
Yes.
Right? Okay.
so these, depending on your personal license, like you can talk on ham. If you're following the laws and you configure it properly, you can talk on FRS channels, which are the same as GMRS channels.
Okay.
You can also talk on GMRS. The primary difference between them is how how powerful your signal you send is.
8 watts versus 10 watts, is that
Exactly,
what you're talking about? Okay,
Yep,
gotcha.
precisely. And then the other things that this can do is it can talk to the rugged radio channels that the bubble pack GMRSs don't have. So for compatibility purposes, this is pretty cool. Because if I go out with my Jeep Club, they want to use a ham frequency, I can change that ham frequency, and when I go out with you guys, you like to use rugged radio frequency, so I switch to rugged radio frequency. So I really like to be flexible that way.
How hard are those to use and to program? Have you tried programming?
I've actually programmed all of mine, so mine have all the GMRS channels in them, they have all the weather channels, they have a few of the repeaters that are in the area.
What is a repeater?
So on ham radios, they have a limited amount of space that a ham radio can transmit to. And a repeater takes what it receives and rebroadcasts it over the airwaves a bigger distance.
Okay.
And so those definitely require licenses. Don't use those without permission. You'll get yourself in a shitload of trouble.
Sorry for the language.
Beep, beep, beep. You got PG. You can censor it out later. So yeah, the GMRS, but these are kind of convenient because I can literally program and talk to everything. No one is gonna, it's kind of, you want to look up the laws and make sure you program it the right ways, and maybe even get your own GMRS license, because you can get a license for GMRS, which allows you to run radios without a built-in FCC license.
Very cool.
So your FCC license on these on the bubble pack radios comes with it. Basically says this radio will not break any of the rules, only broadcast on these frequencies, on these channels, and only be this amount of volts.
Where did you get that?
This was on Amazon, and it was a $25 radio.
Wow.
Amazon, $25.
I was like, I don't know if I want to invest too much in this, so I got the cheapest ones possible, and I freaking love them.
Yeah, that's
And that's
awesome.
a ham radio.
And it's a ham
It's
radio.
straight up ham.
Wow.
That's awesome, you guys. So if you do want to run a ham radio, that's pretty freaking awesome right there, guys.
Baofeng UV5R is what you could look for. Like if you specifically search for UV5R radio on Amazon, you'll one of these ones will show up. This knockoff version has all the features and functionality of all of them. They're just the same. They're made at the same factory, basically.
The Baofeng's probably more expensive, obviously, right?
Right.
Yeah, my wife's Baofeng one that she has was $35, I think.
Oh, still,
Okay, not too
still
shabby.
cheaper than the rugged.
Right,
And
yeah.
they might have gone up a little bit with the
Yeah.
way things are going,
So-
but they're not going to go that much.
Do those have, I mean, those obviously run on battery, right, of some sort?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a charger that you run while you're on the trail if they start to die? How are the batteries?
Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, I do have, the batteries last about 10, 12 hours
Oh, sweet.
if you're not constant communication and constant chattering.
Okay.
But the last part of the life of the battery is annoying, so you want to have a spare.
Okay.
And
Do you have one?
I do have a spare that I carry with me.
Do you just buy that on Amazon, or is that something?
Yeah,
that
and
comes
actually
with
the
it?
kit that I bought with this came with a charger, an extra spare battery for each radio,
Sweet.
and it came with a CD talkie.
So is the charger like a car charger? So you have a car charger and a home charger as well?
It's a like a little base unit,
Okay.
and you can plug the base unit into the wall, or you can plug it into the cigarette lighter.
Oh, that's freaking sweet. That's awesome, you guys. So,
So I keep
really
I keep the
quickly,
charger in the car in case this thing, because when this
which
thing starts
radio
to die,
will
it
work
dies.
best?
Yeah.
Oh, your comment just oh shoot, guys, it just went away.
Type
It
it
says
again.
which radio? Sorry, guys, 1 second. I'm gonna answer your question right now. I gotta figure out how to do this.
This is fun. I love live stuff.
It's so fun, right?
I haven't been live since I was in high
What
school.
did I do? Rugged, expensive, but easy to use. You're right, Jeremiah. They're great. I need to find a way to pull up the communications. Hang on. Shh. No. You guys, who said that last thing last time? I want to make sure we get that answered for you.
Unless it was Jeremiah.
I don't know if it was. It says which radios would work best with something, and I did not see that. See, can you guys make that comment one more time so I can see it, so we can answer that question?
That's on our double Dominators, or is that on?
Yeah. So really quick, guys. Again, he bought an extra battery for that. Sorry.
Yep.
We're gonna move on. The great thing about this, do you like?
No, I like that it's not tied to the car.
It's never.
I
Okay.
kind of want to have. I kind of like for the fact that you really need to have your CB antenna outside. I'd rather have the CB inside. But this works great and has great range.
That's awesome. What kind of range do you get out of that?
In a straight line, it supposedly can do about 2.5 miles. Randy and I have done about 2 miles on the freeway
That's not bad.
inside our cars.
So can you call out like some of the other hams out there? Like you can actually dial to like a cell tower, like some of the ham radios.
Yeah, if you know how to do it, and if you're familiar with how to do the touch tones with the ham radio,
Okay.
with the repeaters,
Okay.
you can, but
That's
most of
cool.
the repeaters don't do that anymore.
Okay, cool.
So
All right, we got a question. Let's check it out.
The question that we couldn't find out was which radio would work best for someone that's never really used one.
I would want to say the rugged.
If you
Why
wanted
don't
to
you
get
go over
into
the rugged
this
one?
generation of stuff, yeah, probably the rugged would be the easiest because it comes with programmed everything. I mean, you just basically pick a station like you want BFG pits, or it's got.
So, yeah, they have
they're
different
already
things.
I'm already
programmed.
using the channels
Yeah.
that come on the rugged. I love the rugged channel.
Right. So that's a good thing, you guys. You know, this rugged. Let's go over the rugged radio really quick. And so, Coy, hopefully these answer a little bit of questions for you as well.
Wait, TJ,
And I'm sorry,
long day, man. Tired.
Oh shoot.
Haven't had energy drinks.
Is
'cause my
this
tooth-
still alive? No. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Still
what it
works, you guys. So when you pop it up, this is the rugged radio. And you guys, I apologize. I want to say something really quickly before we move
Turn
on.
the light on real quick and maybe they can see it better.
What?
Oh, you turned it
I think the light is on. So with the rugged radio, you guys, we were actually out at 5 Mile Pass. TJ went up Wayne's World. If you guys watch those videos, you'll see exactly kind of what Wayne's World's all about. It's quite the obstacle. What ended up happening was, I think you had it in your pocket or something happened.
So
remember.
I bought the rugged radio mount, and that's before I had it in there. There's an actual mount you can put in there, and it clips this part into it, so it can't come free of it. Well, I just had it on my visor, clipped on.
Don't recommend
and
it.
As I bounced up the second part of the obstacle, it went shooting out the window, and obviously I couldn't stop, so I just kept going. But
He ran
yeah,
over
I ran it
it.
over. So this one's a little rugged.
But you
It
guys, that's,
still works.
but that just goes to show you guys, you know how big Chewy is. He runs that Jeep runs on 40-inch tires. It's been ran
Got
over.
ran over by the Mickeys. Yeah, that's
It's
right,
been
Jeremiah.
ran over, but look at that. Like
The
you
Mickeys.
guys, that's been ran over.
Not
So
only that ran
the
over,
thing,
it fell down.
but check this out, you guys. This is really cool. I don't know. Shoot, did it die already? Shoot. So see, works perfect. Nothing even wrong with it. So this is how you change the channels. So this side right here with the little red button, and again, they have a new one that's coming out. This one will change your channels for you, but this one's locked. Hold on. So what happens is there's a little lock button. Rugged has good range. Yes, they do, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. So right here, thanks for bringing that up. This is a little lock button, and I love that because, and you could probably vouch for this too, and so can TJ, but I can't tell you how many times that I've been on the CB radio or something, and you're bouncing around, and all of a sudden you change the channel, and all of a sudden your communication is out the window. You can't even hear them because all of a sudden you've changed the channel.
Oh, Randy can tell you how often that happens to her.
So I love that about the rugged radios. There's a lock, so it will lock for you.
Oh, there's a lock on here. I should actually not be stupid and use it.
Good choice. So yeah, you guys, once you get to the channel you like, you go ahead, hit the lock button, hold it, and it will keep it. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock it, however. Let's unlock it really quick. Okay, so that just means it's unlocked, and on the screen it will have a little thing, and like a little lock, and it'll show it's unlocked. And then you can literally, did I unlock it?
I don't know, babe.
Oh, come on, really? Sorry, guys.
I'm so confused.
Okay, so now it's locked. Hold on, I gotta unlock it.
You just hold the button and it beeps. You'll know whether it's locked or unlocked.
Oh my God, TJ, I can't.
Yeah, me too.
Am I losing my mind? Oh, you guys, just kidding. It's not the button on the side. I apologize. It's been a minute. I've used several.
To lock the
It's
button.
right here. So these are to change the channels. Now watch if I hit up, it will change to Mag 7, whatever that is, Rugged 2. I'm watching it backwards. Core, Locomoco. And there's how many channels?
Did you have
Pre-programmed channels are there, TJ?
I don't remember.
So that just gives you an idea, and then when you want to talk, you hit the button right here next to
I
this.
think there's.
Hold it down, and you can talk back and forth, and then when you're done talking, let up, and someone will talk back to you. There is these run on analog only, guys. It's a V3 handheld radio. That's what these are, and they run analog only. That's why these are great. They're actually, my hands are pretty tiny, but just to give you an idea, you guys, they're about 10 inches tall and 2.5 inches wide and about 1.25 inches deep. So they're pretty good size too as well, and they're super rugged. The batteries are awesome. You can get like upgraded batteries and things, and I think they reach, what did we say they reach? We tested them.
3 miles is what they.
Yeah, I think it was about 2, and I want to say it's more around 2, but they're great because even if you get around like the bend and like you're kind of, you know, not with the group for a second, they really do great with ranges, and it's very clear. Rugged Ridge radios are my favorite. We have 4 of them. Oh, really? Sweet. Okay, so
I just wanted to.
yeah, Ab, please.
So one of the things that I realized is the rugged radio ham is RH5R, the one that has the same functionality as this one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I hope you guys heard that. So that's pretty cool.
So if you're interested in a rugged stuff, it'll probably have all the other programs. Then it's plus the ability to use whatever frequency you can type in with your ham license.
Right.
RH5R.
So, and all this information as well, you guys can be found for the Rugged Radios on ruggedradios.com. So these are the differences, and I'm just going to show you this really quickly. I don't know if you guys can read that, but these are, oh my gosh, I can't even read it. These are the business band, and then this is the GMRS, and then the FRS as well. So these are the ranges within these, within these bands. So it's pretty cool. They also, you guys, these run on VHF, UHF. They're really cool. Not to mention, these are actually extended antennas.
Supposed to be 30% more.
It's supposed to add 30% more in range for them, so you can get them in addition. These are the old model, you guys. These are no longer sold. They now.
But this really doesn't feel good when it's whacking.
That's why I don't have the long one on my hand. I have a long one like that for my hand, but it
It's not
hits the ceiling and whacks me in the face when I'm driving. It's so crazy.
So this just screws on there like the other one. You take the other one off. I just store it, you guys. I just store it in a Harbor Freight box, and the foam comes with it, and that's where I store these. And so we're ready. The other thing too, which is great, is these come with
They do not come with it. You can buy.
Oh, they don't come with these? Oh, okay, you guys, they don't.
Separate.
Sorry, I forget.
Car charger separate.
We've had them for a minute. So they come with this, which is the wall charger, and the end looks like this. So it's not like your regular old-fashioned where your newer like a USB-C. It's not a USB-C charger. It's literally the end like that to charge it. But that's the wall charger that comes with it, and then you get the small antenna with it. And then you can buy like extended batteries, right, TJ? The bigger batteries.
Yeah.
So
How much would one of these adapters cost?
What did they cost us, babe? Let's look that up really quick. So in the meantime,
let me see. I'll double check.
so we have figured out how to adjust the squelch on that. Remember doing that? Because we were trying to figure that out that one time out in the hills. Mm-hmm. We did figure out there is a way to adjust the squelch on them, because at first we were like, we got to listen to the squelch the whole time? What is up with that? But no, there is a way to adjust the squelch on that, so that's freaking awesome as well.
I wish it was like this. Like
Yeah, the squelch does not adjust on these. You don't,
Yes, it does.
How?
Yeah, we figured it out. Like you have to go to settings and something, and you can adjust the squelch. But yeah, it is pretty cool.
We need
So
to learn to use that a little better then. Normally you don't, as long as someone's not messing with the radios.
yeah,
And it's usually when someone has it stuck in there and it's left on, or they usually don't make noise, and you don't have. There's no problems unless someone's got it shoved in a cup holder and you're listening to everything they're saying. Yeah.
I dropped mine and watched. So my cup of water spilled in my Jeep, you guys, in the cup holder, and it sat in there for a fat minute, and it still worked. So that's a big deal. These you can purchase extra. It's a USB charger, you guys. So this goes into that, and then this would go into like your USB charger in your vehicle. So those are kind of handy. You'll want to buy one of those because just in case you have any problems. Moving on, you guys. This is the last. No, it's not the last one. We have a couple more. Sorry, you guys, I'm taking so much time. But we do have another one that we ran for a while. In fact, I ran it in Crushicon for a good fat minute. Let me kind of show you. I bought this in Moab. what you would call their Radio Shack down there, and I can't remember what it was called. Gosh, that's driving me crazy.
Moab
But they
Shack.
have a lot of stuff there, you guys. If you need like CB radio stuff and stuff like that in Moab, gotta love the convos you hear on them. I know, right? So these are pretty cool. So this is a 2-in-1. So let me show you. So that one in the corner, right? Shoot, this one on this side, you actually plug this into a cigarette lighter, but it also has 2 ends on it. So that side goes into the cigarette lighter, and then this one, you have that little box we were talking to you about, I think, right, TJ?
No, this is so you
Or this
can
just goes to
add
the
an
antenna.
antenna to the outside of your.
So,
That's what we started with,
right.
and I didn't really like them.
Yeah, we didn't really like them, and not only that, but like, if you want to switch to the other option, this one right here, it changes, so you put a battery on the end of it, and then you can run around with it. Well, I found myself it's just a lot to do, right? I mean, if you change it, you're changing it back and forth. I don't have time for that when I'm in the trail and stuff like that. I mean, they worked good. I didn't have a whole lot of problems with it. But that's called the Midland, and that's it's not horrible, but I mean, it's a lot to like hold on to and store. I think I felt like. I mean, we're always finding places
I didn't like
to store
the
stuff.
power point. Like you plugging this in your cigarette lighter, and then you have your antenna kind of. So we'd have
I think it's
the antenna kind of just stubbed out somewhere,
do?
and it
because
just
this one,
seems
the
kind of
long
screwy.
antenna is on your.
Oh,
It was a pain in the butt, and it seemed like we ended up. These could not take the abuse.
yeah, they weren't as
The
rugged.
Cobra
They weren't as
They
rugged.
that
can
still
take
does
the
it.
abuse, but the problem is you can't hear on them very well. Crystal can't ever hear us when we're
No,
talking.
I can't. Well, I
Because
have
this isn't her cup holder.
one of my ears is bad, but
The
so
speaker's
yeah.
not super loud.
So that's kind of that, you guys. This one has 40 channels, if I'm correct. That's
Well,
the
normal
Midland.
CB has 40.
But I think, like he was saying, a normal CB has, that as well. And then we have one more we want to talk about, you guys, and that is the ones that actually have the box that mounts in your vehicle, right? It looks like what does it look like? A radio that's not installed in your car. That's what it looks like. It's a box that looks like a radio, and on the front, like, looks like this. And then there's like these
could
little
be-
dials, but they have made them much smaller now these days. They're like, they're tiny. Super, super tiny. But back in the day, they used to be massive. They're not like that anymore, right? I don't think. We can run out and
somewhere.
show
Sure,
you
you could probably
those.
buy a big one
Yeah.
if you want.
I think most people know what a CB looks like.
I don't know. But those are, what do you like about that one? What do you not like about that one?
I've just had the CB my whole life. It's just mine mounts. I have mine mounted up on the top of my Jeep, and the speaker sits underneath, so I can really hear everybody really well. So that's what we started with Jeep Safari and Red Rock four-wheelers, and God, I've been doing it for so long. That's just what we got used to until we went out wheeling with Rockstar Garage, and they actually let everybody use one. And that's how we found out they're really great. But the thing is, we didn't know that the main guys had the nice rugged radio that's light CBs that are mounted in the vehicle.
Yeah, Rugged
Those
does
have a
carry
lot
those.
longer range than
Huge.
this little radio.
Right.
And I don't know the details on that, and that's what I actually would like to put in CrusherCon and Chewy. But they're about $350 a piece.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's even the antenna and everything you need with it. But
Right.
literally, I remember we were on Stillbender, probably in the middle, and Tony Pellegrino was all the way across the river and by Ken's Lake, and we could hear him on our little radios.
It was super impressive.
He couldn't hear us on our little radios, but
Yeah.
we could hear him.
Right.
So that's why we thought they had really long range, but just how small they are, and we could spot people with them. They're already pre-programmed. That's what we like.
They're great.
most, but
They're great. So
There's cheaper alternatives.
there is.
unfortunately.
The thing that I think I don't necessarily like about the little box things that you put in your car, you have to locate a place to put them. You have to drill holes. You have to, you know, find a place that
Run
it's going
wires.
to run wires, like all that stuff is just great. Kind of drives you nuts. Caller Nation, it went away too fast. Sorry, guys.
TJ's on it.
He's on it. He's looking. We will get your questions answered. So I think in the long run, I mean, I think you guys, what do you all prefer? I mean, what do you guys prefer?
My next radio is going to be the rugged ham.
The rugged ham?
Yeah, the RH5R or whatever their latest version of this thing is.
And those you have to have a license as well, right?
Yeah.
Or does Rugged have?
Yeah, rugged. Yeah, it's the same thing. Like it's a real ham radio, so you should have a license. But like, I think you can get away with the FRS frequencies and GMRS without anyone ever questioning, because everyone's using those on the bubble pack radios anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
And so no one's really going to be like, hey, you don't have a license, I'm going to report you.
Yeah.
But if you're using like a regular ham frequency with this radio, and someone out there in the field hears you and they can triangulate where you're at, they can get you fined from the FCC. So
Yeah.
it's
That makes
important
sense.
if you're using the ham frequencies, you're out there with someone who has a ham license. You
Have
can
the
get yourself a
necessary
GMRS license for like $10 or $15. It's
Oh,
not
you
expensive.
guys, did you hear that?
So
You can get a
actually, don't quote
GMR.
me on the price on that, but you can get yourself a GMRS license for not very expensive, and there's
Okay.
not even a test.
Where do you go?
The government.
Thanks, that's not helping, folks.
No, it's an FCC. It's an FCC license. So,
Okay.
If you just Google get GMRS license, you can get the license.
GMRS license. So Google GMRS license. I think the great thing that I love about the ham is that if you aren't in a massive pinch on the trail, and you do know how to do like what
The repeaters.
the repeaters, and I guess the repeaters is something you can dial out like on a phone, and then you can literally
it's
get a hold of something, right?
Really, what the repeater is now it actually always is it repeats your signal. So it's basically like taking your walkie-talkie signal that would normally go between 2 points
Okay.
and sending it out across the valley to everybody that's
Gotcha.
within range of the power of the repeater. And because of that, it requires a license, because you're basically taking over the airwave from that frequency for a period of time. And
I love that though, that you can.
But you can use it in an emergency. Like if
That's
if you're stranded and you're in an emergency, then you can definitely.
Can't you call
try to use it.
911? Oh no, I thought you could.
If they most of them don't have, it depends on the repeater, but most of them don't have phones hooked up to them anymore, because cell phones are so prevalent. There's no point anymore.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's the answer to that, guys. So you can get your ham license, your GMRS license on the FCC.
The ham requires a test, but the GMRS doesn't.
What, a written?
It's like a class and a written test. Yeah, there's
Perfect.
multiple levels of ham license that you can get.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm sure you could get online and find easier ones that almost just give you the license.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would be good to learn how to use them. I mean,
Right.
pick up the radio and you don't have
I mean,
use it,
learning
just
how to
do it.
use the repeaters is actually quite valuable. Learning what the etiquette is actually quite valuable, because and it's just like you have the same rules as like a radio station. You can't swear. You have to obey the rules.
Right, you have to be respectful.
And
Unlike
on
YouTube,
Rubicon-
where you can do whatever you want.
And on the Rubicon, they do use the hams a lot to help people out.
Yeah, just so you all
There's
know,
a dedicated ham channel that if you're in trouble, you call out on it. They're going to send people to help you. We did not have them last time we went in there, but we had people with us that had one just in case, and we did let some of our friends know we were going in, and if they didn't hear from us, they were going to come get us. But I wasn't too worried. We had enough vehicles. There was no problem, but we will be purchasing hams shortly, but I need to get the license.
there's a myth, and I want to bust it right now, because I was on the Rubicon and our friends' dogs ate something really bad, and they got in a really bad spot, and we didn't know what to do, and someone's like, no matter what, if you have service or not, you will be able to get through to 911. That is absolutely false. That is 100,000% false. You
Not a
cannot.
not a Buckeye.
I tried it, you guys, and it does not work.
No service.
So-
No 911 at Buckeye.
No, you don't. You cannot get any service. So ham radio on the Rubicon, if you were to do something like that, is vital. I mean, if those dogs wouldn't have been good later on, I couldn't even tell you. I mean, it would have just sucked. So we did get in contact with someone with a ham radio, and at that point we could contact somebody.
Well,
So
Trent said
that's huge.
Trent said you can't transmit on a repeater with your normal ham license though.
Yeah. Well, good to know. So someone just said you can't, what?
You can't transmit on a repeater with your normal ham license, so you have to have a
There's an operator's license and there's
okay, probably emergency
Right.
personnel only.
It's not emergency personnel. I've listened to the ham radio thing. It's basically people bullshitting on their drive home from work.
Oh,
And occasionally they say their call sign, and that's basically what the repeater is for in Salt Lake.
and I'm sure why they're doing make you do those licenses so they don't. If anyone has a rugged radio and you go to Sand Hollow or you go to these busy places, I'm sure like Sand Mountain, Jericho out here, there's so many people that have them. The channels are flooded. So we do fight that a lot. But hopefully there's things that will change that can help that. But I mean, yeah, as of now, if you're on the popular channels, I seem like we always have someone on it if we're in those popular locations.
In the areas where I'm at, I try to find out what repeaters are nearby, and program them in my radio ahead of time in case there's an emergency, so I can just do it. But you can almost always scan with one of these hams
Oh, nice.
and do the same thing.
That's awesome.
GMRS has a repeater channel too. I think it's like 7, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I gotta say another thing about how me and TJ run a lot of the time, and I think TJ, you'll kind of vouch for this, but I don't like talking on my cell phone when I drive. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Pope. I think you can vouch for this too. When you are driving your Jeep, your Gladiator, when I'm driving my Jeep, and we're going 75 just to try and keep up, right? I mean, with a lot of people, and a lot of times, I mean,
especially my Jeep, man.
a lot of the time, Jeeps shake. I mean, it's a lifted brick, right? And so you're just trying to kind of hang on and pay attention and keep up with everybody so you don't lose them. And in the meantime, that's the last thing I want to do is try and maneuver my phone. So a lot of the times we will literally just use our rugged radios. And as long as we kind of stay within a decent distance of each other, you literally can just kind of hang on and just communicate with people back and forth. Hey, we're getting off on this exit. It is so much easier than calling back and forth on your phone and messing with that stuff.
I've definitely
while driving
talked to
a Jeep.
you on these
Yeah.
radios to your ruggeds where you were at least a mile away on the way out to 5 Mile.
And it's so much easier. Do you agree?
Oh yeah.
I mean, so much better than having to pick up your phone and screw with it. Going down to St. George is 80 miles an hour. My Jeep doesn't like 80. I'll tell you that much right now. I don't know.
Mr. Misfit hates 80 going back for sure, man. I got like 6 miles to the gallon between St. George and Beaver. It was terrible.
I think I get 9 on a good day. So, but you guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I think out of all of them, I think the 2 that I really like the most, and I mean, TJ, how about you guys?
The GMRS rugged radio.
GMRS ruggeds, yes.
The GMRS ruggeds, you guys, they're awesome. They're super easy to use. They're pre-programmed, and please, you guys, go check out the rugged radios
And
as
they
well.
have more channels than if you buy a Motorola bubble pack one from Sportsman's or Shields or
We'll
something.
take some swag.
This has way
We'll
more
sport it.
channels than that does, and so you get a lot of things. You can get some channels that are basically no one's on and use those. It's way better.
Yeah. Okay, well, cool, you guys. I did want to let you know the new one that is out. This is the V3 model. They do have a V1, right? So go check out the V1. There is a lot more features. I did kind of look into those today, but I don't have the information with me. Please go check them out because they are super, super rad. The new ones.
Are they going backwards in numbers? Or are they going
I don't know.
V negative one next time?
Meet Pope.
V infinity.
And if they don't have a
So-
special going on, if you call us, we might be able to get a hold of someone that can give you
Correct.
a code to get a discount. But I'm
Correct.
not telling you who it is.
Yeah.
You'll have to.
We'll have to ask
contact
and
us.
see if that's still a
But They
thing.
normally have discounts going on,
Yeah.
and I would say almost half the year it seems like. But
Yeah. Yeah.
so
We can reach out. We can reach out and see what we can do for you guys. But I would highly recommend, just once again, V3 is no longer being sold, but the V1 is. Go check out the V1 because there is a lot more features that they've added to it, and it's super rad. So I think out of all of them, for me personally, I love the rugged because of the ease of use, but I also love the ham radio, because the fact that like he was saying, the ham, the compatibility, not just compatibility, but also the opportunity. If you got the right license, you can literally get out of a pinch if you're in a bad pinch. So I think between those, I think it's these right here. So go check them out, you guys. And again, you guys have anything else to add? Is there anything else on there?
I know the Ruggeds, they have a ton of accessories.
Yes.
They have like headsets and stuff you can stick in. I believe that you can work with while you're riding your dirt bikes, or even the headsets, so you don't have to. I don't know if you have to push the buttons or not, but I'm not sure. I don't know how the earbuds work. I was gonna think about getting them for my son and I for our dirt bikes, but I'm gonna look into that. I don't like the full headsets like everyone's wearing, because our rigs are not that noisy. Most people do that because their Ultra 4 car is
It's
so
getting
loud
noisier with my lifters.
They can't talk to each other, but they do have headsets and stuff.
Yeah.
But I like listening to the stereo and talking to who I have in my vehicle. So
Right.
there's tons of options with those. I'm sure the other ones also have those as well. So
I wanted to show you guys this really quick. There's a 3-year warranty on them. That's huge, guys.
better warranty that one I ran over.
Right, I know.
No
It
warranty.
actually works great, so I don't even
Zero
know.
warranty. None.
Zero
None
warranty?
warranty.
Okay, so there's
But
no
it's-
warranty on these.
But these are tough too. You can.
They're super rugged.
Earbuds have a button
I
in
think-
the cord, Jeremiah.
I honestly
so
think
that
this is
makes
a
sense.
rip off of the Rugged radio, but I'm not positive. Rugged's probably be like, "You assholes, don't show that."
That's dumb.
No.
Oh, that's done?
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
sweet.
yeah, in case-
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. Sweet! You guys, thanks for all for joining. I hope this kind of put a little bit of, what am I trying to say? A little bit of answers into your day as far as off-road communications are concerned. And yes, my table is full of off-road communications at the moment. But I really did just want to thank Pope for coming down just to
Oh, no
do
problem.
this
I had
live
fun.
right here. You rock. TJ, thank you.
Yeah.
Love you, babe. So we're going to go ahead and jump off. You guys, please don't forget, if you like our channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Leave me a comment, you guys. And please, if you share it, then just keep in mind, also, it's free to subscribe. You don't have to do anything. If you don't like our channel, just unsubscribe. Well, and then not to mention, so if you leave me a comment or you share it, this might actually help somebody else decide what they might want to choose, because everybody has a different reason for stuff. Yes, have fun. We will. Thank you, Daryl, for joining. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you, Dawn, for jumping on. Everybody else, Jeremiah, Trent,
thank
Jared,
you.
all of you guys,
Nation.
Crawler Nation, Licia, you guys all rock. Thank you so much.
Coy Dudley, Jeremiah.
Oh yeah, Coy. What's up, Coy? Thanks. I hope that helped you, bud. I heard you were crazy out in the hills. Don't roll that just yet. Put a roll cage on it, please.
Yeah.
We'll get out there. We're coming to Vernal Rock Rally. So we will be out there, Coy. Hopefully you join us if that Cherokee's up and running.
When is
But-
Vernal Rock Rally?
Oh, you guys, Vernal
June
Rock
9th
Rally.
through 11th, I believe.
June 9,
It's 3 days this year.
3 days.
Don't quote
June
me on that, but I'm pretty sure it
10, and 11. So jump on there, you guys. But I am going to jump off now. We're going to jump off now, and I just hope this helps.
See you guys.
Don't forget to keep
Bye.
dominating.
Don't forget to dominate.
Don't
Talk
forget to
you guys.
dominate.
Don't forget to dominate. Bye, guys.
I'll drink an energy drink next time.
Thanks for all your support.
Man.
Shoot, how do I end it?
This is stop button.
Yes,
Stop.
join us,
Where's the
Coy. I don't.
button?
Where's the stop button?
Hey, you can hear all
I
the
think
bad
this is
stuff
really
now.
funny to keep it going for a second.
Should we?
It's like
what?
it's
What
like
are?
the fun
Push the
ending.
button.
Look how long my
X,
What are we
hit the
really
X.
talking about? No, I'm just
X.
kidding, guys. Shoot, hold on.